I run PepsiCo. I'm the chairman and CEO. If I hadn't had mentors, I wouldn't be here today. I am a product of great mentoring, great coaching. And I'd say two things. One, mentors find you. If you go to somebody and say, will you be my mentor? And if they say yes, they're really not your mentor. They're just there. Because mentors have to find you because there's something about you they think is worth mentoring. So in my experience, mentors have always found me, and unfortunately in my life, all my mentors have been men. I haven't had a female mentor. Maybe it was a time in which I grew up. All my mentors have been men, and they've been phenomenal mentors, and everybody has been my mentor from the time I was a kid is still in my life in some shape or form. And even if I've gone way past it, they still give me advice and I still listen.
Where does work ethic come from? Does that come from India or from your parents?
Oh, my parents and my grandparents were relentless. They just said, if you promise to do something, do it perfectly or don't do it at all. And my grandfather would always say, Satan has work for idle hands. So he never let me sit idle for even 1 second. So, you know, I just work. I love working though.
So you're not putting in a 6-7 hour day here longer?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I'm not sure they will say that I've been a good mom. I'm not sure. And I try all kinds of coping mechanisms. I mean, I'll tell you a story that happened when my daughter went to Catholic school, Convent of Sacred Heart. And every Wednesday morning, they have class coffee with mothers. Class coffee with mothers for a working woman. How is it going to work? How am I going to take off 9 o'clock on Wednesday mornings to go for a class coffee? So I miss most class coffees. My daughter would come home and she'd say, list of all the mothers that were there and you were not their mom. First few times I would die with guilt, but I developed coping mechanisms. I called the school and I said, give me a list of mothers who were not there. So when she came home in the evening, she'd say, you were not there, you were not there. I said, Mrs. Rag wasn't there, you know, Mrs. So-and-so wasn't there. So I'm not the only bad mother. You know, you have to cope because you die with guilt. You just die.
Whatever you do, throw yourself into it. Throw your head, heart and hands into it. I look at my job not as a job. I look at it as a calling, as a passion. And I don't care about the hours. I don't care about the hardship because to me, everything is a joy. So whatever you do, please look upon it as a calling and a passion, not as a job, not as something temporary. Please be a lifelong student. You know, when we are kids, we ask questions like, why is the sky blue? Why is the bird flying so high? But for some reason, as we get older, that curiosity goes away. And if we are happy with the knowledge we have, then we are actually going to atrophy. So please remain a lifelong student. Don't lose that curiosity.